Hi, this is Emily Saliers from Indigo Girls, and you're listening to Rainbow Country.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program.
Today on Rainbow Country, the worldwide media and entertainment company that in 2019 brought us the Oscar-winning films Bombshell and Joker, the company BRON, and the co-founder and CEO Aaron L. Gilbert joins me on this episode of Rainbow Country. Plus, I chat with Todd Harper from Shift72, the company that created the digital cinema platform that TIFF used during this year's Toronto International Film Festival. And Rainbow Country contributor, business person, and activist Louis Molnar with LGBT News You Can Use. Plus, in hour 2 of Rainbow Country, music from LGBT recording artists, independent recording artists, plus voices that you know and love in classic disco, classic 80s, classic house. Stay tuned for Gay Talk Radio right here on Rainbow Country.
Hi, this is Carol Pope.
Hi, I'm Garrett Conley, author of Boy Erased, a memoir.
Hi, I'm Lorraine Segato.
Hi, I'm Gord Depp of the Spoons. You're listening to Rainbow Country with Mark Tara.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Rainbow Country, as I like to call it, a little gay radio show working to give voice to the LGBT community and beyond. As always, I am your tour guide through Rainbow Country. I'm producer and host, Mark Tara. By the way, Rainbow Country originates from CIUT-FM in Toronto, the sound of your city. And now proudly in syndication on Bombshell Radio, Love Your Indie, a 24/7 streaming outlet. Real music, real ideas, real people. CKUW-FM, Winnipeg. The Juice, CJUC-FM, Whitehorse. The mighty CKCU-FM, Ottawa. The voice of the Haliburton Highlands, Canoe FM, Haliburton, Ontario's cottage country. Located in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, CFCR-FM. And the latest station to carry Rainbow Country, Newfoundland's only alternative, CHMR-FM, St. John's, Newfoundland. So whether you're listening in the Yukon, the Prairies, Ontario's cottage country, Southern Ontario, the east coast of Canada in Newfoundland, even down to Buffalo, New York, or you're listening online. It's because of you, streaming, downloading, listening, that has taken this little gay program and made it into a syndicated radio show and a #1 LGBT podcast. And last week, Rainbow Country was #3 on Podomatic's Gay and Lesbian chart. So today, Aaron L. Gilbert, co-founder and CEO of BRON, the worldwide Canadian media and entertainment company that in 2019 brought us the Oscar-winning films Bombshell and Joker. He joins me in conversation a little bit later on. Plus, I chat with Todd Harper from Shift72, a leading technology company providing video-on-demand platforms to the entertainment industry. They created the digital cinema platform that TIFF used during this year's Toronto International Film Festival. And in hour 2, music from LGBT recording artists, independent recording artists, plus voices that you know and love in classic disco, classic 80s, classic house. But up first, Rainbow Country contributor, business person, and community activist, Louis Molnar, with LGBT news you can use.
Welcome to Rainbow Country News Briefs, your digest of LGBT plus community headlines, local edition. October marks the 32nd year of National Coming Out Day, which is traditionally held on October 11th, although the entire month is dedicated to events and encouragement to those who choose authenticity. 1 out of every 2 Canadians has someone close to them who is gay or lesbian. For transgender people, that number is only 1 in 10, highlighting the need for transgender visibility. The Human Rights Campaign notes that coming out, whether it is as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or queer, still matters. When people know someone who is LGBTQ, they are far more likely to support equality under the law. In Hamilton, Ontario, the chair of the city's volunteer LGBTQ advisory committee is facing an investigation by the Integrity Commissioner over claims of harsh criticism and, quote, overstepping its bounds by speaking out publicly about a lack of attention to critical issues that affect the LGBT plus community. This is against the backdrop of far-right radical violence at Hamilton Pride only a year ago. Cameron Croach, the chair of the advisory committee who is under investigation, says that, quote, it's trying to send a message to any minority committee to silence our voices and dissent. Critics of the decision of the city of Hamilton to use an investigator tasked with keeping elected officials in line and instead of using that office against volunteers say that this overreach of the investigator is tantamount to bullying and has significant consequences across Canada. And finally, sexual and gender minority people were more affected by layoffs and saw their physical and mental health impacted more severely than Canadians overall as COVID-19 spread this year, and researchers want to know why. Nathan Lekowski, associate professor at the University of Victoria School of Public Health and Social Policy and research director at Vancouver-based nonprofit Community-Based Research Center, is leading a nationwide project to gather much more data on the topic. Professor Lekowski is hoping the results will help identify what kind of additional support is necessary for the LGBT plus minorities during the pandemic, saying, quote, when we talk about the COVID epidemic, obviously our primary concern has been around the actual infection and the illness, the loss of life associated with that. That would be your primary impacts, unquote. I'm Louis Molnar for Rainbow Country, LGBT plus community news and views from all over Canada, featuring politics and stories that touch our lives.
Bill 7, to ban discrimination in employment, government services, and housing, based on a person's sexual orientation, was up for a vote at Queen's Park. Most NDP and Liberal MPPs supported the bill, but without some progressive Conservative legislators' backing, a divisive split could rack the province. 4 PCs decided to break party ranks to vote with their conscience and support Bill 7. Cabinet Minister and MPP Dennis Timbrell did it to show solidarity for his beloved brother, the well-known drag queen Rusty Ryan. And for me, a gay politician who was not yet out, I had to take a stand. We were known as the Gang of Four. I'm former Cabinet Minister and MPP Phil Gillies. The date, December 2nd, 1986, when LGBT rights came to Ontario.
Hi, everybody. This is Gino Vanelli. You're listening to Rainbow Country with Mark Tara.
Shift72, a leading technology company providing video-on-demand platforms to the entertainment industry. They created the digital cinema platform that TIFF used during this year's Toronto International Film Festival. Up next, I chat with Todd Harper from Shift72 to get the inside scoop on what went into making the TIFF digital cinema platform. Todd Harper, hi, how are you?
Hey, going, Mark? I'm not too bad at all.
you are in New Zealand.
I am. I'm at the bottom of the world, or just about as far south in the globe that you can get.
What city are you in?
I'm in a little city called Hamilton, which is just south of our largest city, Auckland.
Okay. I'm in Toronto. What time is it there for you?
It's just currently gone 7 p.m.
Around 7 p.m. your time. It's now 3 a.m. my time as we're recording this. So I have to say, first of all, thank you for being here. I mean, it's 3 a.m. I will do anything to have a conversation.
Okay.
You are based in New Zealand, in Hamilton. COVID-19, a global pandemic. What's the situation like in New Zealand, in Hamilton? Can you paint that picture for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in New Zealand, we've been very lucky in terms of COVID. We're virtually COVID-free. When we had an original bout of COVID, we saw a bit of an influx, a little bit of a death rate, but our government got hold of it really quickly, so we're quite fortunate. We did, about a month ago, see another little increase, but nothing compared to what we're seeing around the world. And in my everyday job, I'm talking with people from all four corners of the globe, and when I ask them how their side of the world is going, it doesn't sound very flash at all. So yeah, we're very, very lucky to be virtually COVID-free.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
So, Todd, you are part of Shift72. I believe you are the account manager. Shift72 is a video technology company. In layman's terms, what is it that Shift72 does? Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Essentially, if you had a bunch of videos or films or any sort of video content that you wanted to go online, but you didn't want to put it on just a generic video player, you could come to us and we would put together your own branded video player that's all nice and secure. And essentially yours, and you could charge for that content, or you could make that free for your viewers. But essentially, it's just a video player that we can put together for viewers and for organisations like Toronto International Film Festival.
So, when you say a player, it's not necessarily just a player, though, is it? Because there's more involved, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of technology sitting in behind it.
Mm-hmm. And essentially, what you create is, you can liken it to like a Netflix experience. Is that fair to say?
Very much so. Very similar to YouTube in some sense as well, where you can upload your content. But the difference is it's got your logo or your brand on it. But very, very much similar to the likes of Netflix, where you have that sort of at-home video experience in terms of an end-user's perspective, but it's all tailored towards the one organisation that's put it together, and we empower those organisations to be online. And particularly at this time, we get a real buzz out of helping organisations stay afloat and stay active through this sort of trying time with COVID.
Mm-hmm. So when it comes to film festivals, deliver your festival across all screens, in cinema, at home. I believe you guys created a platform for South by Southwest.
We've partnered with South by Southwest for a number of years with a private screening room. So for their industry and press delegates, we provided a space for them to be secure and ensure that they can connect with those delegates in a really nice way.
And when it comes to what you guys created for TIFF, how much of a process was that? How long did that take to create that experience that you guys created, the TIFF digital cinema?
Yeah, TIFF is an interesting partner, and I really emphasize the word partner. It was a real partnership because not only did we put a lot of work into it, but they did as well. And what they produced with their Bell Digital Cinema and their Digital Cinema Pro, which is for their press and industry and VIP delegates. It did take a bit of work on both sides, but what we managed to produce was something really great, we feel.
It's amazing.
And the feedback we've had from both at an end user perspective, but also within the film festival industry and sort of people who love film and cinema, they seem to really enjoy it. It does take a few months to get going at something at that scale, but it's all worth it in the end.
Mm-hmm. So what you guys created for TIFF, was that from the ground up, or was that basically a template that you guys use that you essentially reskinned with TIFF on top?
Yeah, the technology is what we call out of the box. So we've done, over the last years, since about 2008 when we started, we've been building this technology up. And so they were using that technology, but they put their own flair on it with their brand and their unique identity. And obviously TIFF has built up over years their brand and who they are and their community. So it was really important that they could get that across in their virtual online film festival as well.
I have to say I've been using the Bell TIFF Digital Cinema, and over the last, 10 days, it's been amazing. I liken it, like I said before, I liken it to a Netflix experience. But what I loved about it, Todd, was the fact that I can look at something on my phone or my tablet, and because I have a Chromecast on my flat screen TV, I can then throw it to my TV. If I'm watching something on my phone or my tablet, I can then throw it to my TV and be able to watch it that way. That was incredible because I have a 43-inch TV, flat screen, and that was a great experience for me. I'm interested to know that technology and that part of it, being able to throw it to your home screen. Was that something baked into Shift 72, or was that a request from TIFF?
Yeah, that's a good question. And that's 100% what we try and achieve, is a seamless video on-demand experience for end users at home. But in terms of the Chromecasting technology, that's something that we've produced over the last couple of years. And it's just an extension to that user experience. As you say, if you're at home or you're at work or wherever you're watching the content, that it can become, whether you're watching it on the really small screen on your mobile phone, through to your laptop, through to your big flash television at home, whatever you're watching it on, it's designed to be a seamless transition across all those devices. So, that's been part of our technology for a little while now.
So when it comes to COVID-19 and the pandemic, has this pandemic, for lack of better words, increased business for Shift 72?
You could say that. Yes, that's
there's an upside.
Yeah, and we're really fortunate as a business to be doing well because of COVID. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest situation in the world, but as a business, we have grown rather exponentially over the lockdown, and our team is growing really quickly as well. We're from a size of about 10 team members. We're sitting at about 30 plus now, and we're looking to grow even bigger quite quickly, quite rapidly as well. One, to keep up with the demand that film festivals are looking for in particular, but cinemas as well, but also to ensure that we can make sure that the technology is up to the industry standard and we can keep developing it for the future as well.
Shift 72 started in 2008. You recently joined the team, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So it's been well over 10 years, and I've been here for about just over 3 months now.
And so what was it that drew you to Shift 72 to want to be part of this team?
Yeah, when you hear about a company that's doing things and shaking things, and regardless of what industry, you always are intrigued about what they're doing. They're obviously doing something right. Personally, I had lost my previous job due to COVID, as a lot of other companies and industries are going through, unfortunately. But I was very privileged and lucky to essentially land into this job. A friend of mine was already working with the company, and he said, "Hey, can you come along? We need some people." And so I said, "Oh yeah, that looks great." And as I've sort of from day one, the environment and the team the team culture that we have at Shift72 is just great. It allows you to be free and be creative, and even though it's busy, everyone's supportive, and it's just like another family away from home, really.
Do you have people that work for Shift72? Do you have people that work elsewhere other than New Zealand?
We don't have anyone sort of permanently employed, but it definitely could be on the radar to be looking at what that may look like. We do have, in terms of the team itself, we have team members that work predominantly from home, and we have team members that work predominantly from the office, or some sort of bounce between the two. So it is a very flexible environment, and it's a great place to work for as well.
And like I said, it's been around since 2008. What do you see going forward once, hopefully, this pandemic coming to an end sooner than later? But what can you envision Shift72 being part of, helping to create in the future?
Yeah, I mean, video content and that whole sort of cinema and premium video is a world that's growing rapidly every day. People are looking.
Is Hollywood contacting you guys at all?
Oh, everyone's contacting us, Mark.
So I'll take that as a yes.
There's all sorts of, I mean, it's really interesting to see who comes through our inbox every day, but and we're really honored to be in that position. But in terms of the technology itself, the things that are out there and what we can achieve is kind of, there's no real limit as such, and we're putting our heads together every day and having conversations around how we can produce the next best thing or the next greatest thing in terms of video technology, particularly considering how people consume that at home as well. There's been a real shift from that sort of in-person experience, and COVID's really highlighted that around actually how can we do it both in person and at home, both on a big screen, but also on a little screen as well. And that's what we're looking at. How can we mix the two together there?
Yeah. Todd Harper, well said, well done, and personally, an amazing experience you guys created. So thank you for that, and thank you for being on the show.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
To find out more about Shift72, Shift72.com.
Hi, this is Mo Berg from The Pursuit of Happiness, and you're listening to Rainbow Country with Mark Tara.
Up next, Aaron L. Gilbert, co-founder and CEO of BRON, the worldwide Canadian media and entertainment company that in 2019 brought us the Oscar-winning films. You know those little films? Bombshell and Joker.
You have to adopt the mentality of an Irish street cop. The world is a bad place. People are lazy morons. Minorities are criminals. Sex is sick but interesting. Ask yourself what would scare my grandmother or piss off my grandfather. And that's a Fox story.
Oh, it makes so much sense.
Women are everywhere. We're letting them play golf and tennis now.
HR's on the phone because you called me a skirt.
Yeah, I got to read that manual again.
The attitude off camera was even worse. You're a man-hater. Learn to get along with the boys. You're sexy, but you're too much work. I have a whole list.
Will other women come forward?
You may have heard there was a dust-up involving yours truly and presidential contender Donald Trump.
There was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever.
Oh my God, did he just accuse me of anger menstruating? Wait, am I going to be the story? No. No. I'm going to be the story.
No.
Nobody stops watching because of a conflict. They stop watching when there isn't one.
I want to convince you that I belong on air, Mr. Ailes. I think I'd be freaking phenomenal on your network.
I could pluck you out and move you to the front of the line. But I need to know that you're loyal. I need you to find a way to prove it.
I'm the bad guy.
You know why Ron just got that door blocking his office.
I'm the bad guy.
Someone has to speak up. Someone has to get mad.
Fox News star Gretchen Carlson dropped a major bombshell today.
What is she doing?
This could kill Fox News.
We need everyone on Team Roger. Get it on. Put it on.
These are the end times.
You do understand I have to be above this, right?
You know the entire country is talking about your period right now.
So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff.
Sweetheart, this is an island of safety and truth.
There's a man!
Ready to go to war?
Oh, yeah.
Aaron L. Gilbert, hi, how are you?
I am well. Pleasure to meet you.
Virtually, I know. I always say this to my guests, aka I like to say my victims sometimes, my victims. But first of all, thank you for being here to have your voice, your story be heard by the LGBT community and beyond. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
You are the co-founder and CEO of BRON, a worldwide media and entertainment company. 2020, 3 Academy Awards. Joker, you were executive producer on that film. Joaquin Phoenix walked away with the Oscar as well as original score for Joker. Bombshell, you were a producer on that film. That film took away the Oscar for hair and makeup. First of all, how does it feel for you, for your company BRON, to be so intimately tied to 2 very successful, award-winning, and powerful films? How does that make you feel?
Well, first off, thank you for that, and thank you for having me. I think first comment is, those are proud moments. You don't go out to make a movie to just win an award. You have to make a movie for so many reasons and important stories to tell. And look at those 2 films you just talked about. Bombshell is such an important film to tell and for us to be behind. And, Charlize and I had made another film before that together called Tully. And when the opportunity to come and work with her on this film happened, I jumped at it. And obviously you saw we put together just like an incredible cast in a movie. But it was such an important story to be told. And that's really at the core of who BRON is, yes, we tell and are involved in some big commercial stories and some bigger franchise kind of things. But at the core of who we are in our DNA are really celebrating important voices, different kinds of voices. And from our inception, we've always been behind telling those difficult and sometimes challenging stories. It's proud moments. We've been fortunate enough to be nominated 19 times for our different films, and to have, I think now we've got five different Oscars over the years that are part of the films we've been making. And for sure, these are wonderful moments. And for BRON to be associated with the best in the business is exciting for a young man like me coming from London, Ontario. So I don't think when I was in London, Ontario, going to Oak Ridge High School, that I was ever thinking that my life would sort of take me in this direction. But that's the fun about life. You go in directions and you have to go after things.
This is a random question, but would you consider yourself a media mogul right now?
Oh, no, I would never go as far. If you would like to call me that, you're welcome. No, I'm just joking. No, I would not. And I really mean this when I say it. My life in film and television is only 10 years. My life at BRON is 10 years. Like, we started the company, my wife and I, Brenda Gilbert, the 2 of us started the company together 10 years ago in 2010. And I was not in the film business before that. I come from the music and finance world and have been in and around entertainment for 25 years, but film and TV only a decade. So for me, and I say this all the time, and it's a true statement, I truly feel like the last 10 years, these first 10 years of BRON were our graduate program, was us learning the business, was us getting the connectivity, was us building our reputation, was us learning how the business works. And obviously in the last 10 years, especially the last several, the business has changed so dramatically, and how information, how content is consumed has changed so dramatically as well. And the mechanics around the financing have changed so much. Like, so much has happened. But I look at the last 10 years of BRON, and maybe especially the last 5, where, our growth has been, semi-exponential every year. I feel like we're just at stage one. Like, I truly feel like it took us 10 years to get to the point where now we can grow our company and become a major media company globally. And, we're active around the world doing a lot of things. And within the industry, I think BRON is a known commodity, but I don't think we're known to consumers. I don't think we're known, maybe in some worlds, but not at the level that to be a quote mogul one would have to be. And I think like that's going to happen over the next 10 years as BRON and our branding continue to grow. We're so proud to work with such incredible voices and amazing filmmakers. And through the support of that work, we're going to continue to grow our brand over the next many years. Yeah.
So let's stick with the Oscars.
Okay.
Recently, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences laid out sweeping eligibility reforms to the Best Picture category to encourage diversity. Eligibility reforms address gender, sexual orientation, race, ethnicity, disability, and these will take effect in 2024. What are your thoughts?
Well, these are, I'm thrilled to see this happen, and it's important to happen. And over the last many months, and, obviously we've all had to deal with the real challenges, not just our media business, but of course the world has had to deal with the real challenges of the global pandemic. This is a situation none of us have ever had to deal with. So it's new. And I think, and you take that and you multiply that already real challenge emotionally and challenge on so many levels for many, and you add in, the atrocities, especially in the United States, what happened with, George Floyd and all these horrible things that are happening in the United States. And obviously all the marches and all of the discussion around a change that's required in this world. And of course, Black Lives Matter has become a very important voice in that the last many months and many years for that matter. But obviously there's so many different communities that have to be represented within that. And I think why the power in media and why this feels different, I think we all pray of change in the United States and around the world. Why this feels different is just seeing so many different communities step up and be part of the Black Lives Matter movement, be part of trying to create change. We all know that change is needed at a systemic level. So, seeing companies in the entertainment business, seeing major studios and others announce programs for inclusion and programs for diversity, that's incredible. That's great. Honestly, BRON has been doing that since we started the company 10 years ago. That's always been our mandate. So we're thrilled that others are going to get involved in this and are going to make sure that it's a priority. It always should have been a priority, quite frankly. And that's when you see the Academy step up and make that kind of a decision. It's been met by different members and some very supportive of it, some questioning that. In my view, I'm very supportive of it. I think it's important that, those who have had a challenge getting their voice heard, that opportunities are made available to them to do so. That's very important.
So your first film that you were involved with, I believe, was Daydream Nation, premiered at TIFF in 2010. Fast forward to today, 2020, TIFF 2020, your company BRON is presenting In Conversation with a series of engaging conversations with leaders in the film industry and beyond. So here's the question. In the age of COVID-19, how important is it for you, for your company BRON, to step up and to support TIFF?
Well, we do every year, by the way. Like TIFF is Cameron, who co-heads TIFF, is a friend and somebody that we want to be involved in long term. That festival, we look at it as a festival, even though we have a few bodies, a few BRON team members in Toronto, but our main operations are LA, New York, and Vancouver. But we feel very connected to that festival as it's a Canadian festival. And we throw a party at TIFF, the BRON party, which is the first Sunday every year. We've been doing that for years. I think we had 1,800 people come up last year. So we're sad not to be able to continue our annual party. And this being BRON's 10-year anniversary, like BRON 10 is what we have been calling it. And BRON 10, we had wonderful, elaborate ideas to throw a big party in LA in May and then do our normal TIFF party, but also brand it as a 10-year anniversary at TIFF this year. And obviously, none of those things could happen. right? And quite candidly, there were way more important things happening in the world the last 6 months for us to be even talking about BRON. Who cares about BRON when the world was going through and is going through what it's going through? You know what I mean? So we didn't talk about it at all. We wanted to really, just like anybody, like all companies for that matter, just work our way through how to make our way through this challenging point in history. So we still want to celebrate our 10-year anniversary. We feel like it's a major feat. It is. It's an accomplishment. We're proud of it. So I called Cameron and I said, hey, is there something we can do? And we started working with his team and came up where BRON is now one of the lead sponsors of TIFF for this year. And we had an opportunity to curate a bunch of discussions. And I'm very happy and I feel really quite thrilled and honored that everybody that I asked to be part of those conversations said yes. And we recorded, which will be out later this weekend, this really special session with very, very important attorney Benjamin Crump, who is the leading civil rights attorney in the United States, who represents George Floyd's family, represents Breonna Taylor's family, Aubrey's family, and so many other families that have had to go through these terrible situations in the United States. He's such an important voice in the U.S., such an important voice with the reality of like talking about the difficulties and creating change in the U.S. So having him, and then a good friend of mine is Larry Jackson, who runs content at Apple Music. And Brenda, my wife, and I did a really fascinating conversation with them. It's called a micro session. And, we had 4 or 5 agenda items to talk about. And quite frankly, we ended up essentially talking about one. And that was like, how do we deal with, what's wrong in the world, quite frankly. And it was also the day that Chadwick, unfortunately, had passed away. So it was a bit raw for Mr. Crump, who had worked with him on Bombshell and had, and Larry, like a number of us, I myself had met Chadwick, but hadn't worked with him or knew him really, know a lot of people who were close with him. So there was a really special moment about that session that we recorded, which will be out. And the other sessions, again, what we tried to do was talk to and invite friends of BRON, colleagues that we work with, to talk about the business, of course, but also like how the business is changing, and then really to talk about culture and talk about the reality of the world right now. Because you can't talk about film and TV and media. To me, you can't have those conversations without reflecting on just the reality of what's taking place in the world right now and how it's so critical that things have to change in this world. That's not my agenda for coming onto this talk with you, but I think it's such an important thing. So the curated in conversations we put together, one is we asked Denzel Washington, who's a friend of ours we worked with twice. In fact, we're working with him a third time this fall. We're very close with the Washington family. It's a family we respect very much, and asked him to talk with Barry Levinson, who's obviously one of the most iconic filmmakers out there, and how we're having a really special conversation with those two, talking about filmmaking, but also just how you approach filmmaking, how you approach storytelling in this current environment in the world. Another really special session is, D Nice, one of the most incredible DJs, and obviously during especially the first several months of the pandemic, him and his creation of Club Quarantine, which was a selfless act on his part, really just to be there for the people and to be there as somebody who could bring community, and somebody who could be there to sort of, find a place to let everybody come and just maybe for a few minutes or an hour kind of turn off the stress that they're feeling from what was going on in the world. And Club Quarantine became a phenomenon, which continues. And D Nice, Derek is his name, is such an incredible guy. And, my colleague and a very good friend, Anthony Mandler, and D Nice go back years and years together. Anthony, who's a brilliant filmmaker, is also historically one of the most iconic music video directors of all time, from Jay-Z and Beyonce, Rihanna, you name it. He's worked with everybody. And he and Derek have a long history, and the two of them have curated this session about music, culture, inside, talking about music and culture within how the visual medium works of film and television and online. It's going to be fascinating. So, and of course, we backed this wonderful session at Ava DuVernay, another very important voice in the world, that we wanted to get behind, anything to support her and her talking to the world about important subject matters that hopefully can create some change.
Yeah. Well said.
A little long-winded, but hopefully color.
You are an award-winning executive producer in film and TV, but Aaron, your origins go back to music. You were mentioning earlier, you were a manager, you had a music publishing company, I believe. How did you get into music in the first place?
Well, music. I sort of fell into it, quite frankly. It's always been something that I loved, but I never growing up said that I aspire to be in music. I aspire to be in film or TV. What I have always aspired to do, and I always had this. I don't know. I've always been someone who's never been afraid of chasing opportunities. I think, like with people in the world, a lot of the time when they're presented with an opportunity that takes them out of their comfort zone, some people run right at that, and some people kind of cower from that because it's not a world that they understand or know. And the comfort of home or the comfort of a situation is not there. I'm the former. And I had an opportunity to move west and to come between Vancouver and LA when I was a kid, like 25, 6, 7 years ago or something like that. And to get involved with some artists in LA and in the UK and elsewhere. And really, it was kind of a lucky situation. I got invited into a situation with a music company in LA, and I just jumped at it. And I literally had never been there before, and I just went. And that's a little bit of how my life in film happened too, because you mentioned Daydream Nation. Daydream Nation, how I got into film was the producers of Daydream Nation, who are friends of mine from years ago. One of the producers was Christine Habler, who I worked on the music. Our company did the music on a film she made 10 years before that. So in like 1997, 98, this movie called Kitchen Party. It was Scott Speedman's, I think, first movie at the time. And it was a movie that they had produced, and I helped them on the music for it. And literally, just weeks before Daydream Nation was going to happen, I got a phone call from Christine who said, "Can you help us? Our money fell apart on this movie. We're going to go down." And I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can help, because I literally had never done that before. And I made a few calls, and fortunately, I was able to find them the money that they needed, and they made me an exec producer. And I'm like, okay, cool. Again, not thinking that was going to be a career change. And then it happened again. And I actually just hung up a call with a wonderful filmmaker I hadn't talked to in a long time named Mark Pellington. Mark, who I knew as an incredible music video director as well, and commercial director. And he made movies like Arlington Road and Lost Man Prophecies and these great films years ago. And he called me and said, "I heard you're in the film business now," after he saw my name on Daydream Nation. Like, no, not really, but what's going on? And he talked to me about a film he was going to put together. And I said, let me see if I can help. And I helped him put the money together for that. And so now I'm an exec producer of 2 films, so it wasn't something I set off to plan, but I learned early on after the first couple of films. So like my life of moving into music was me just taking a leap. My life of moving into film was me just taking a leap and seeing an opportunity. And after getting involved with 2 friends, like from the past, my old days, helping them get movies made, I sort of got an excitement and an attraction about getting involved in that space, and realized and learned that there's an opportunity for someone like me who likens himself a bit of a creative and has ideas that way, but also had worked in management and understands how to work with talent, and had worked in music and had worked in finance and understood management overall, etc. So the role of a producer, in parentheses, really felt like this is something I can do. And I sort of slowly grew the company from there. And Brenda and I, my wife and I, started small and just continued to grow and grow. And really, it's the last 4 or 5 years that we've really grown at an exponential rate. But the first 5 years was tremendous learning. A lot of small films, a lot of good learning over those years that helped us get to this point.
Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, those are real hotbeds when it comes to production, film, TV. Why do you think that is? Why does Canada have the nickname like Hollywood of the North? Why do you think that is, that a lot of productions want to come up here?
Well, I think one, obviously just the proximity to the United States is one of them. That's an easy thing to correlate, I think, one. But 2, I think the reality of our dollar, the Canadian dollar, being obviously you can make 25 cents on the dollar if you're writing a U.S. check, right? So like that's number 2. But I think most importantly is I think you've had the cultural industries here in Canada for a very, very long time support building this industry across Canada. And those three major cities, Vancouver, because of its proximity to Los Angeles, obviously if I'm in LA and I can go up to Vancouver and get a tax credit and get access to a really talented crew, and my money goes further because my US dollar is more powerful. All of those things are great reasons. And that's how it started way back when, if you think about it, from 20, 25 years ago, or maybe more, actually. Maybe my dates are off a little bit. But I think it started just out of an opportunity and out of proximity. And then it evolved into what is now a tremendously skilled workforce across the country, not just in Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver, but many other cities, including Calgary, including Winnipeg, etc. There are incredibly talented crews, like real industry, real service providers. And then the amazing entrepreneurs that are here in Canada, became vendors and became suppliers of the industry and started building all these other companies to support and stages and this and that, and what have you. And, yes, there's a local Canadian, or not local, but there's a Canadian industry, as we all know, but really the business here is fueled by the mostly American industry that's come here to use us as incredible production partners. And for BRON, BRON has never been a service producer. We've always produced or co-produced and financed our own original content. It's only recently that we've developed content that we're making with streamers or other partners, and we're not having to finance, and people are just asking us to produce. That's a new thing. I'm not going to lie, I don't mind it at all from time to time. But when someone else is writing the check, not us. But we're so fortunate that we've had an ability to grow in Canada, but so much of our business is handled out of the United States. Our back office is handled in Canada, but again, the Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal communities of film and television are just deep with talented crew members, which when you go into certain states in the U.S., you'll get one or two levels deep of having a crew that can really manage a tier 1 or tier 2 show. And in Vancouver, you'll go 50 rows deep, in Toronto, the same, if not more. There are thousands and thousands of talented crew members up here north of the border. And I think that is just known everywhere in the U.S. and around the world for that matter. And that's really a coup. I'm not part of that. I can't take any credit for that. That's really the industry and the government associations who have supported that, and the education around that for all these years.
How did BRON get involved with Joker?
I will tell you how we got involved with Joker. So Joaquin's agents are friends of mine who I've known for a long time and have worked with, and I got wind of this little movie called Joker way back when. And years ago. And obviously, when you hear Joaquin Phoenix's name, you always get excited because I think he's one of the greatest living actors out there. So when we heard about Joker, and when I first read it, I understood a little bit. If you just read that on the page without having seen the film and seeing just the unequivocal magical performance from Joaquin and the rest of the cast, and seeing the unbelievable filmmaking from Todd Phillips and how incredible he made that movie. But if you just read the script, you just saw it on the page, you can see this is tough material. This is tough subject matter. This is not a no-brainer. Nobody would have known at that very time, other than probably Todd and Joaquin, that they were going to deliver what has become one of the most celebrated and successful films of all time. And honestly, for us, we never would have dreamt that. So how did we get involved is that we knew about it early on. We had done another movie with Warner Brothers, a film with Bill Condon called The Good Liar, which was a lot of fun. And our relationship with Warner's and New Line was there. And we just started a dialogue and started talking to New Line about the idea of working on Joker, which then there was another film that we were also circling at the time, and that was Clint Eastwood's The Mule, which it's Clint Eastwood. And I wanted to say that I worked with Clint Eastwood because who doesn't want to say they work with Eastwood someday? But aside from that, I loved the script, and it was a fun script, and it was a fun, real story that he was telling. And so those two films are what grew the conversation that became our first slate of movies that we did with Warner Brothers. And the last movie of that slate is coming out hopefully later this year, but they're still trying to date it. And that's Shaka King's movie, which is now titled Judas and the Black Messiah, which the incredible Ryan Coogler and incredible Charles King produced. And BRON, I'm an exec producer on that. BRON supported that with Participant and working with Macro and working with Warner Bros. So that's the last of the 6 movies that were part of that. But it all started off that Joker script and a conversation with Warner's about how do we grow a business here together, and it expanded into everything I just mentioned.
Do you think there will ever be a Joker sequel? Would you like to see one?
I would absolutely love to see one, and that's really in the hands of Todd and Warner Brothers. But boy, oh boy, would I definitely would love to see one. I think Joaquin created such a deep and disturbing and powerful character, and I can't imagine audiences won't want to see him portray that again. But as of this moment, I'm not aware of anything greenlit or other, but definitely talk about it. And yeah, I'd absolutely love to see it.
You mentioned BRON is celebrating 10 years strong this year in 2020. The name BRON, what's the story behind the name?
Well, my wife is Brenda, so we're starting with the BR, and I am Aaron, ending with an ON. And really, when we got married, we were celebrating our 21st anniversary in October. And when we got married way back when, we set up BRON Holdings just as a company so all the business I've done over the last 20 plus years, my loan out company has been BRON Holdings, right? And that's just where it started. It was just the 2 of our names, and we loved the fun of the play on words. BRON, the traditional spelling of BRON being strength and power, right? And we loved that the words BRON, B-R-O, the word BRON, B-R-O-N, kind of could play with that a little bit, and that's really where it started. And when we first, got involved with that first movie, Daydream Nation, and then got involved with our first projects thereafter, it just felt natural to go from BRON Holdings and to create BRON Studios, and here we are.
Before I let you go, Aaron, because you are a media mogul by all the dings and dongs that I'm hearing, 3 quick questions before I let you go. Are you ready?
I don't know. Is this where I'm getting tormented? I just want to make sure.
No.
You had mentioned there's a possibility of that happening, so just let me know. But I'm ready.
Red or white?
Red.
Day or night?
Night. Joker
or Bombshell?
Can't answer that one because they both mean so much to me for different reasons. I'll say joke shell. That's what
yes. Combine them both.
That's it.
Congratulations on all your success and everything. 10 years. Here's to another 100 more for BRON.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. And to your listeners, I appreciate them hopefully tuning into many more films of ours going forward. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Aaron, for your time.
Pleasure. We'll talk again, Mark. Be well.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can you please stop bothering my kid?
Sorry.
Arthur, I have some bad news for you. This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
And finally, in a world where everyone thinks they can do my job, check out this guy.
When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again, pal.
It's so awful, isn't it?
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed. But I do. And people are starting to notice.
Think this is funny? Is this a joke to you?
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker? Send in the clowns.
For all things BRON, BRONstudios.com. Taking us to hour 2 of Rainbow Country, Rock Casbah, The Clash.
Hi, my name is Joanne Vanicola, and I'm an actor and a writer, and I was first on Rainbow Country with Mark Tara on discussing the massacre at Pulse Club in Orlando. I realized how important it was for our community to have a radio station, specifically for our issues, to talk about people in the LGBTQ community and to provide an outlet for our stories, to discuss our politics, culture, and give voice to the issues that matter to us. And of course, our artists and the things that we do globally, and talk about culture. And without people like Mark Tara providing a space for this with a radio show like this, then we wouldn't have that voice. So support, tune in. Thank you.
Hi, this is Police Constable Danielle Botno, also known as LGBT Cop, and you're listening to Rainbow Country with Mark Tara.
This is Hour 2 of Rainbow Country, where I feature music from LGBT recording artists, independent recording artists, plus voices that you know and love in classic disco, classic 80s, classic house. So if you stay with me, if you stick with me, I hope you think I'm bringing you music worth hearing. Starting us off, a 3-song 80s set.
It hits hard, no doubt, when the truth lies there, like that. So unashamed, unstained, I never lied or told the truth. Don't mistake my lust for love. Don't mistake my lust for How do you look at me now? You can tell me how. Should I wait around? If there's a chance you'll change your mind, I'll wait around. I'll wait around. You mistook my lust for love, didn't you? You sure you're breaking all the rules? How can I be sure I should be high above? I climb the mountain, reaching for the skies, and all too soon I jump the moon and find I'm losing my mind. Tell me I'm the howling wind. Tell me you're the moving star. Tell me I'm the devil's friend. Tell me I've gone too far. Turn your back on me. I didn't hear you as you left the room last night. Please return and set me free. I climbed the mountain, reaching for the skies, and all too soon I join the moon and find the sun burns my eyes. Tell me I'm the howling wind. Tell me you're the moving star. Tell me I'm the devil's friend. Tell me I'm not too far. I can't get a grip on. I can't get a grip on. I can't get a grip on you. I can't get a grip on. No, can't get a grip on.
We just heard Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, Ultravox. Before that, Blancmange, Don't Tell Me. And starting off that 3-song 80s set, Lust for Love, Canada's very own Images in Vogue. Up next, a 3-song Frankie Goes to Hollywood set.
The world is my oyster.
living in a land where sex and horror are the new gods. Yeah. When two times go wrong, a pretty song you can score. Give it to me one time Relax, don't do it when you wanna go to it. Relax, don't do it when you wanna come. Relax, don't do it when you wanna suck it to it. Relax, don't do it when you wanna come. When you wanna come. Relax, don't do it when you wanna go to it. Relax, don't do it when you wanna come. Relax, don't do it when you wanna suck it to it. Relax, don't do it when you wanna come. But shoot it in the right direction. Making it your intention. Live those dreams, scheme those schemes. Gotta hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. Hit me with those laser beams. Laser beams. Relax. Don't do it. Relax. When you wanna come. Relax. What's inside me? Love, when you wanna come. When you wanna come. When you wanna come. Come. Relax, don't do it when you wanna go to it. Relax, don't do it. Relax, don't do it when you wanna go to it. Relax, don't do it. My time comes.
We just heard that classic 80s hit, Relax. Before that, Two Tribes. And starting off that 3-song 80s set, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Those 3 tracks from Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Up next, a 3-song pop set.
You said way too many words dripping like poison on your tongue. You've been digging in the dirt. Now your final day has come. Diamonds in your eyes. Don't even apologize, 'cause all of that hurt is a blaze you can't outrun. Boy, I know that you're regretting it. I see that you ain't getting it. We come to the end. I'm a lying, I'm a begging. I'm a getting, I'm a getting. I'm gonna blow this up, this up. You say it's gonna be different this time, boy. I don't give a, I don't give a. I'm a getting, I'm a getting. I'm gonna blow this up, this up. You say it's gonna be different this time, boy. I don't give a, I don't give a. I'm a getting. I'm a getting, I'm a getting. Now I'm tearing down the walls, destroying everything we had. Make you stand and watch it fall, with my knife deep in your back. No tears, no more lies. Your sins burned alive, gonna sweep away all like dust into the cracks. Boy, I think that you're forgetting that you made the bed you're lying, and we come to the end. Ain't no use in you denying. I'm a getting, I'm a getting. I'm gonna blow this up, this up. You say it's gonna be different this time, boy. I don't give a, I don't give a. I'm a getting, I'm a getting. I'm gonna blow this up, this up. You say it's gonna be different this time, boy. I don't give a, I don't give a. I'm getting, I'm getting, I'm getting. Everything we had in flames, it's gone, it's gone. The only thing left is your shame. So long, so long, so long. I'm gonna blow this up, this up. You say it's gonna be different this time, boy. I don't give a, I don't give a, I don't give a. I'm a getting. I'm gonna blow this up, this up. You say it's gonna be different this time, boy. I don't give a, I don't give a. I'm a getting. I'm a getting, I'm a getting. I'm a getting. Blue is the waterfall of tears I can't escape. Pink, when I fall in love and start to blush, I can't control my face. Red is when I'm mad as hell with fire in my eyes. Green is when my jealousy, it eats me up. And white are the lies that I tell myself sometimes. Not this time, not this time. I'll show my colors, colors, burning and bright. I'll show my colors, colors, waving them high. They're like no other, other. Don't wanna live in black and white. Will you show me your colors if I show you mine? take them all down, down, down. Talk, talk, no more talk. That ain't what I need now, right now. Wanna peel away every layer, wanna reveal everything. Even though I know you could ruin me, I wanna get emotional. Yeah, let my heart ship off all its ghosts. Lay my body under a microscope, every nerve exposed. I wanna get emotional. I wanna get emotional. Guess, no guesswork. You don't gotta read my mind. Hands, explore it. I ain't got nothing to hide. Wanna peel away every layer, wanna reveal everything. Take it down below the surface. I wanna get emotional. Let my heart strip off all its clothes. Lay my body under a microscope, every nerve exposed. I wanna get emotional. I wanna get emotional. That's right. I wanna get, wanna get emotional. I wanna get, wanna get emotional. I wanna get emotional. Yeah, let my heart strip off all its clothes. Lay my body under a microscope, every nerve exposed. I wanna get emotional. I wanna get emotional. I wanna get emotional. Yeah, let my heart strip off all its clothes. Lay my body under a microscope, every nerve exposed. I wanna get emotional. I wanna get emotional. Get emotional.
We just heard Emotional. Before that, Colors. And starting off that 3-song pop set, Armageddon. Those 3 tracks are from the winner of CTV's The Launch Season 2, Michelle Tracy. For all things Tracy, michelletracy.com. Up next, a 3-song singer-songwriter set.
Caught up in the lights, cameras in my face. Where did we go wrong? Why'd you walk away? I know I let you down, promised I would change. Ain't so simple now, what else can I say? I'm down on my knees. I'm trying but I'm bound by these things. Sometimes at night I go walking, chasing the streets of this town. Baby, don't cry, we're just talking. Now you got me wondering how you could kiss me, how you could hold me, even with all you've come to know about me. How could you love me? How could you love me? Why'd you slam the door? Just let me explain. Get your ass inside, come out from the rain. I gave to you my youth, put a price on that. How can I show you? I'd never take it back. I know I've messed up. I'm begging you don't go, giving up. Sometimes at night I go walking, chasing the streets of this town. Baby, don't cry, we're just talking. Now you got me wondering how you could kiss me, how you could hold me,
stars tonight. I got to know you're by my side. Sometimes at night I'll go walking, tracing the streets of this town. Baby, don't cry, we're just talking. Now you got me wondering how you could kiss me, how you could hold me, even with all you've come to know about me. How could you love me? 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 Now I can't say for sure I would die that day on the beach. Vodka and a brown bag, please no police. These boys are taking care of me. I woke up in a stranger's bed. Now that we have sex, breaking a cold sweat. Follow the clothes I left like breadcrumbs to the back door. We were sipping pink champagne, pink champagne all night. Just tramps living for that wild goose chase, wild goose chase, that's right. So if you're down to hang, down to hang, that's fine. This life is ours to take, all ours to take tonight. And I'm sailing away in the wake of that pink champagne. We'll drink it down till we feel nothing but pink champagne. In those days I would black out daily just to numb myself from all the crazy, even if for just temporary. These blogs are ripping me apart again, and I wish that was of my bigger problems. Glass half full now, maybe solve them. Glass now empty, pour around till we find a feeling worth living for. We were sipping pink champagne, pink champagne all night. Just tramps living for that wild goose chase, wild goose chase, that's right. So if you're down to hang, down to hang, that's fine. This life is ours to take, all ours to take tonight. And I'm sailing away in the wake of that pink champagne. We'll drink it down till we feel nothing but pink champagne. And I'm fading away. Catch a wave to our sweet escape. In paradise, may it always rain that pink champagne.
So congratulations. You got to see just what you came for. But was it everything you thought it would be? Passively cheering on my decay. Watching me writhe as the vines of my own words strangled me tighter. You like that dark and that ugly that I harbor? I'll raise this glass for you, motherfucker.
Pink champagne, pink champagne all night. Just tramps living for that wild goose chase, wild goose chase, that's right. So if you're down to hang, down to hang, that's fine. This life is ours to take, all ours to take tonight. And I ain't so young anymore. I'm so tired and sore. Still this war just keeps raging on inside me. That we may not live through this long. Watch me roll, we'll keep raging on.
I've grown used to the plane rides, fresh linens on my king size baby, and sleeping alone. If I didn't take a trek home, start drinking in the morning. New city, same story, always this club or that. When someone get me where my boy's at. Before you came along, I never really saw how empty I'd become. If you'll just give me the chance, I'll leave it in the past and you'll be my only one. We don't have to go out just cause it's Friday night. We can just stay here, do whatever you like. Ditch the car downstairs, nobody has to know. We'll turn the cell phones off, leave the radio on, and you'll dance real slow, baby. Please don't stop, just take my hand. This night don't have to end if we don't let the light in. So just don't let the light in. Oh, 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 oh. I'm only being honest because I really want this, baby. I'm coming clean. You gotta know that that's hard for me. Before you came along, I never really saw how empty I'd become. If you'll just give me the chance, I'm gonna be the man, the one you know I was. We don't have to go out just cause it's Friday night. We can just stay here, do whatever you like. Ditch the car downstairs, nobody has to know. We'll turn the cell phones off, leave the radio on, and you'll dance real slow, baby. Please don't stop, just take my hand. This night don't have to end if we don't let the light in. And honestly, I think this whole you and me could be something that just works out. So just stay with me. I'm living for your energy, and you got me dreaming out loud. We don't have to go out just cause it's Friday night. We can just stay here, do whatever you like. Ditch the car downstairs, nobody has to know. We'll turn the cell phones off, leave the radio on, and you'll dance real slow, baby. Please don't stop, just take my hand. This night don't have to end if we don't let the light in. Don't let the light in, light in, light in. Oh, oh, oh. Don't let the light in, light in, light in. Oh, 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 oh. Don't let the light in, light in, light in. Oh, 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 oh. Don't let the light in, light in, let the light in. So don't let the light in.
We just heard Don't Let the Light In. Before that, Pink Champagne. And starting off that 3-song singer-songwriter set, Walking. Those 3 tracks are from recording artist Steve Grand off of his current full-length record, Not the End of Me. For all things Grand, stevegrand.com. Up next, a Canadian punk set.
If you sang this song, you come on way too strong. If you wrote this song, you get it all wrong. You get it all You've been such a bore. I slept on the floor. You never gave me more. And now you're such a whore. Now you put out. What the fuck is that about? You left in a car, thinking you're gonna be a star. You think you'll go far, just the next karaoke bar. 'Cause I gave you all your words in exchange for cat turds. I'm standing my back to the door. I thought you went to the store. You left me a cat and some litter, and now you call me bitter. Well, I am. Fuck you and your 80s haircut. 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 Fuck you. You got stroked and I got smoked and you got stroked and I got smoked and you got stroked and I got smoked and you got stroked. There is no running from the men in black. Make your payment, there is no slack. There is no running from the men in white. Direct deposit got you to the line. Look out. Look at your soul. Look out. Look at your dough. The only burning bush you'll ever see is your brother as he's hanging from a tree. Money changes, installed new locks. Opulent worship, you see for knocks. Look out. Look at your soul. Look out. Look at your dough. Jesus Mafia. Up from the catacombs. Jesus Mafia. Spirituals, Jesus Mafia, fish in the dark. Jesus Mafia, be the shark. Their coat of many colors has no gray. Take the pennies from your eyes to keep the stones at bay. Finger your rosary to have another cuss. Come on, little children, once you can trust. Look out. Look at your soul. Look out. Look at your dough. Jesus Mafia, up from the catacombs. Jesus Mafia, spirituals. Jesus Mafia, fish in the dark. Jesus Mafia, be the
We just heard Litter, and starting off that Canadian punk set, Jesus Mafia from Canadian punk group Crack Puppy. You can find Crack Puppy on Facebook, and you can stream them on Spotify. Don't forget to keep up to date with all things country, Rainbow Country. Follow me on socials at Mark Tara Music. Do you have a guest suggestion, maybe a show idea? Send me an email, mark@marktara.com. The podcast for Rainbow Country is available on all major platforms. The official Rainbow Country playlist is out on Spotify, and everything is hooked up at marktara.com. Finally, I want to take this time to thank you for taking your time to be with me. Remember, stay well, stay strong, stay safe.
Hi, this is Emily Saliers from Indigo Girls, and you're listening to Rainbow Country.